Michelle Bastian here at Veggie Fest 2015, and we are here speaking with Dr. Kenny Duggal, who's a specialist in physical medicine and rehabilitation. Hi, Doc.
Hi, how are you?
Hi. I think one of the biggest questions about the vegetarian lifestyle, and perhaps you can speak more to it. We've talked a lot about the different types of vegetarian lifestyles, and we've heard a lot about the benefits of vegetarianism. But there's some concerns about not only can I get enough protein, but the emphasis on carbohydrates in the vegetarian diet can perhaps make one a little bit too, extra around the middle. So I think maybe you could speak to that and answer how you can keep yourself looking so well and fit and trim.
Well, sure. Thanks. I think it's a great question, and it's a lot that one that people have quite a bit of the time. Now, a healthy diet should have about 13% of its caloric intake coming from a protein source. Now, most of our diets are very dense in protein, so we actually are mostly getting more than we need. And our body doesn't make more use of those if we're not really working on a very athletic lifestyle. So we just excrete it. But the big key with it, especially for vegetarians, is the quality of your protein. You want to make sure you're getting a high quality protein that your body can make a use of. Now, there's specific scores that are graded for different protein sources, and the two most complete sources actually come from casein, which is cheese protein, and egg whites, which we don't really like. But if you look at it, soybean is number 3 at about 99%, and beef is way down at about 84. So soybeans and even pea protein, which is also in the high 80s, are very good complete sources of protein that are much higher than beef and other meats. Now with soy, it is the number 1 most genetically modified crop in the world. So it is tricky and troublesome to get a non-GMO soy product. There are some available out there, but again, you're looking at more of your Japanese soy, and it's more costly. So it hits people in the pocketbooks, they're less likely to do it. So that is tricky. And soy does come into our body and increase our estrogen levels. Now with increased estrogen levels, how that shows up for men is that you get heavier up top. How it shows up for women is actually you can increase certain risks of breast cancer and ovarian and other endometrial cancers. So it is a big concern. Now there are tons of protein sources that don't have to go with soy. Again, pea proteins, lentils, legumes, but the plants themselves, green vegetables are tremendous sources of protein. If you look at 100 calories of broccoli, has about 11 grams of protein. 100 calories of beef has about 6 grams of protein. So it's twice as nutritionally dense in protein compared to the beef source. So you don't have to go towards, a supplement or a soy-based product to get your protein. Vegetables are great sources, as are quinoa, nuts, seeds. There's such a variety out there now that you don't have to be strictly stuck to soy.
On a last note, we'd love to know how many years have you been on the vegetarian path, and why do you actually like to promote the vegetarian lifestyle?
Well, I've been lacto-vegetarian my whole entire life, and since birth, our family has been for generations, so it's beautiful for me. I don't know anything else, which is awesome. I never had meat or eggs in my life. But
you look like you're in excellent health.
Well, thank you.
No issues with anti-aging.
Well,
very youthful.
Well, thank you. So I do think, when I look at the counterparts and friends and, patients and things, I really see that people are not making the ideal life choices. And you can really improve how you feel and prevent the problems that you're going to be crying about later. I don't want to see someone after they've had a stroke. I want to see them 20 years earlier, and how can we make sure you never get one? That's where I really want to be impactful. So it's not only in putting the pieces together after something fell apart, but how do we make it so that never even happened to begin with?